Just what has gone on at Sunderland? The neutrals were shocked at Mowbray's sacking. Were Sunderland fans, Jack?
I wouldn't say so. No, not maybe some at the time, but I think everyone seen it coming. To be honest with you.
We're going to talk all things Tony Mowbray. We'll have a look at the runners and riders to be the next Sunderland manager and get your views on that. We'll talk about the West Brom game. And then we're also going to preview at the end of this, the game coming up this weekend as you travel to Bristol City. How are you, Jack? It's been a bit of a week if you're a Sunderland fan, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind of just up and down emotions, really. Not really sure what I think.
Yeah, okay. So from a neutral's point of view, Jack, I'm looking at going, that's a little bit harsh because we've spoken before and you've talked about this is some of the best football that you've seen being played at Sunderland. Is it under Tony Mowbray? Is that right?
Totally agree. It's the best football I've ever watched at Sunderland. I mean, last season was the most enjoyable one. He gave us some of the best away days. Obviously, a really good finish. Exceeded a lot of expectations. So, yeah, it was a strange one.
How much do you think that the board have been waiting for results to dip? Because when Mowbray was appointed, there were lots of other managers they were considering. And was he never appointed to be the long-term man for him, do you think? And they're just waiting for an excuse to sack him?
What I would say, I do think they wanted him to start. I'll definitely say that I do believe that they fully wanted Tony Mowbray. I think he was always looked at as a safe pair of hands. Like, you can see the way the club's moving forward, and with the model that gets spoken about so much, it was always going to be a young, progressive, possibly foreign manager as well, to take us forward, and that's what looks like will happen now. Tony Mowbray was always appointed to take us up. Well, sorry, not take us up, just steady us in the Championship, keep us where we are, and you could say he was a victim of his own success because he did so well last season, overperformed. I don't even think anyone at the club expected that. And then it hasn't been as good this season. I still think we've done all right, but it hasn't been as good. I don't think he was ever going to be here any longer than 2 years, and that's just how the cookie crumbles.
On another view, then, does it show just your owners' ambitions? Because they're kind of saying, look, 74 points gets us to, you've got to have 74 points to get into the playoffs. You're way off that at the moment in terms of your average, your average point score. Are they kind of saying, right, the playoffs is absolutely the minimum for this team this year, and we're not going to be settling for anything less? Is there a view that this has been as risky as it is? It's ambitious.
Yeah, I think it's definitely that's what they want. They want a bit of ambition. I mean, and that's why I do think it's hard to put into words. This is why I think it is ambitious, because Mowbray was never doing badly, but I think they knew he was never going to be the man to take us up. So it's not like Mowbray's got sacked because he was a terrible manager, and it's gone down nicely. There's no hard feelings at all. They're very thankful for what Tony's done, but that is the ambition there. They're showing that they're like, right, we want to progress now. I think what it is that sometimes get lost on people. I think because you look at we came sixth, last year, really good season. But if we finished seventh this year, that doesn't mean we haven't progressed, because it's all about building the squad and the whole club from a financial point of view as well. I mean, and if we finish seventh next year, but we're set up better, that's it's progress isn't always linear. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they definitely want a bit of ambition. They want someone to take the squad forward, and this will, I'm pretty confident, be a long-term appointment, whoever this is.
All right, we're going to have a look at the manager list in a second. Just before we do that, talk us through the West Brom game, because I watched a little bit of that, and I was really impressed with Sunderland.
Yeah, I think we played really well. I think first half we started slow. Obviously, we did have that goal, which was very, very wrongfully disallowed. I mean, what can you do? But Mike Dodds was brave, starting Joe up front. I mean, you look at Joe this season, could he be that thoroughbred striker, as Jude called him? I mean, he looks the man, he's getting in the positions, he's scoring the goals, he's already got 3 this season, should have had another one. He's had a lot of chances. I think Dodds was brave. He said that he tweaked a couple of things from what the plan was for West Brom before Mowbray was sacked. And I like it because we weren't amazing first half. Second half, however, brilliant performance, amazing. He said at half time that he tweaked a couple of things. I'm not sure Mowbray would have done that personally. He tweaked them odd things. We had the fullbacks playing in a slightly different way, and it just worked better for the team. And you could see the way the second half was going. We were really confident we were going to score because we were creating all sorts of chances. And yeah, against a really good side as well. So buzzing with the performance.
Yeah, I guess they're very good West Brom side as well. All right, let's have a look then at the managers. Let's see who you want. Okay, thank you to our friends at Sky Bet for this. Then let's have a quick rundown then of the latest odds. Will Still, Jack.
That would be an ambitious one and one I'd like to see. I mean, the famous 22 grand per match football manager man. But I really, really like the sound of that. He's doing really well with Rems. Had a great run last season, as we all know too well. And he's doing well this season, got them up to 5th in the league. I quite like it. I think that would be an ambitious one. Obviously, he's English speaking as well as French speaking. We have a lot of French speaking players in our squad. I like his style of football. Yeah, I'd be very happy with that.
I mean, if you're looking at that list and saying, right, which of those players on there, which of those managers on there knows the Championship the best and has the best chances of getting you into the playoffs, which one would you look at? If you're just simply looking at it for Championship experience and safest hands, maybe not most exciting football, but safest pair of hands.
Got to be Heckingbottom, hasn't it? I mean, the man who sent Sheffield United off last year. It's a weird one because that name's flung about a lot and everyone's against it. But like you look at his record, he literally came second last year. I'm not too sure about the football he plays. Maybe that doesn't suit our team. There's a lot of rumours flying about that he is the man, or others that he's totally out of contention. But that would be the safe pair of hands. But I feel like that's the appointment we'd have made a year ago when we made Tony Mowbray. Now, I cannot see a world where they go for Paul Heckingbottom.
Any other names on there that you would happily take?
Well, you've got ones on there like that Sky Bet you just want you to have a punt like the likes of Graham Potter. He's not a Championship manager whatsoever. No. I've seen Stoke as well, like supposedly, like just there's ambition and then there's lunacy, I think. Yeah. I mean, John Eustace, I didn't really watch too much of his football, but he clearly did a good job of Birmingham and was very unfairly sacked. Lampard's absolutely not. I'm not there for that at all. Kevin Muscat apparently is doing a decent job over in Japan. He's just left his post. So I've no idea what I think of that, but apparently he's doing an all right job. Right. Schumacher, I would like. I like what he does at Plymouth. I like what he done last year. I think he's a really good manager, so I'd be more than happy with that. And obviously he's known the league as well. And then you've got the ones like Hellberg and Sable, yeah. Yeah, he's Farioli's assistant at Nice. Looks all right. I mean, again, it's one of them young foreign progressive managers that the model looks for.
Well, we'll chat again next week, and you can, if it is Lampard, then I'll share some stories of woe with you.
You probably won't see me if it is Lampard.
You come a Newcastle fan, eh? Okay. Right. Let's bring in our Bristol City fan then, and let's get a preview of the game this weekend. Stay there, Jack. Okay, Bristol City against managerless Sunderland. Sam, how do you view Sunderland as a team this year? Probably didn't want to play them now after they've just got rid of Mowbray.
Yeah, definitely not. They're always a tricky team for us, Sunderland.
And what do you think about Bristol City, Jack?
Yeah, they're not a team I've watched a great deal of, I'll be totally honest, but they seem to be doing okay. I mean, it feels like the expectation for them for years is just make a push, and it's just never really materialised.
All right, let's get some predictions then. Long trip for you, Jack, again. Bristol City against Sunderland. Sam, what are you saying?
I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw.
Excellent. Jack?
Again, it all depends. Like we could have a manager in by then, and obviously, it all really no idea what to think. But I'm going to go with an away win. I do think we'll win. I'm going to go 2-1 at Sunderland.
All right. Cheers, fellas. Thanks so much. Enjoy the game.